What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup series here on NBC. We're back at Talladega yet again this season, getting ready to kick things off from this absolute monster, this behemoth of a racetrack here in Talladega County, Alabama. We already got one blowing up back there. It's the 83 of Brian Vickers with some smoke coming from that machine. Not a good sign, but you never know. Sometimes it's not exactly terminal. This game is kind of unpredictable sometimes, so we'll see. But nonetheless, that 83 car is out of the way. He's down on the apron. He'll get the pit road in time. We're going to kick things off here from Talladega. Pace car is in, and we're about to begin. So without further ado, here we go. Get ready, get set. On your marks, get set, because we are about to go from Talladega. Watching that flag man here. When's he gonna drop the green? Reaching for it, and green flag is in the air. We are racing. And trouble already for the one of Truex, blowing up, heading down into 1 and 2. That one car trying to get down out of the way. He does hop down onto the apron. Big time trouble for the one of Martin Truex Jr. already with an issue here from Talladega. Meanwhile, back out in front, Jeff Gordon leads, and we're going to try it again. We're going to try that silent opening lap yet again here on the second lap. But Gordon out in front. Kenza right behind him. The 20 of Tony Stewart right there with him as well. Here we go to the start finish line to complete lap number 1. Oh, trouble. The 31's in the grass. He's going to save it after a bad bump from his teammate, Clint Boyer. I guess we're not meant to have a silent lap to watch these cars and listen to them roar. Because these guys just keep on going at it. So we're just going to get back into the action here. Jeff Gordon getting a challenge from the 99 of Carl Edwards. As we come off turn, or out of the tri-oval, Gordon leads the lap, but Edwards has the push from Tony Stewart. He's going to get out in front. Stewart backs off. Doesn't want to hook that 99 car. The top 4, top 5 starting to break away into their own little pack. Montoya leads the rest of the pack behind. He's running P7. Or P6, rather. Now comes the 18 of Yaley underneath. Push from the 26 of McMurray. Jamie Mack to the inside. Yaley just trying to stay in the draft of that 24 car. Jeff Gordon right in front of him. They're reeling them in as they start getting racy up there. The whole pack now starting to bunch back together. We got a big break in the field before we get back here to the 43 of Bobby Labonte, the 86 of Val Wolf. And then another huge break. And another separate pack. It's the 19 of Elliott Sadler leading this one. Way in the back. They got broken up when Truex had his problems on the start. They're all up to speed. And they're hoping for a quick caution to get these guys back into the mix. 4 wide in the lead pack. We might get that caution pretty soon. Squeezing together down into turn 1. They make it out alive yet again. So we've had a great, clean opening to this race. Jeff Gordon led that lap. He found his way back out in front again. Ryan Newman now looking for the lead, but it's going to be 3 wide down the backstretch. You see the 22 with a huge push from behind. Dave Blaney being pushed And Kurt Busch pushing Sterling Marlin, who's pushing Blaney down the backstretch. I'm surprised he made it out of there alive. That was going to be really bad. Here comes the 15 hopping in line. He was shuffled out a little bit there with another car, and they were 4 wide. Back down to 3 now. 4 wide further back. Clint Boyer way up by the wall. Edwards and Johnson stuck in the middle. Johnny Sauter is going to clear Jimmy. That's going to allow the 48 to get back in line. If he can go. No, he doesn't clear Jimmy. Jimmy's coming back. He's got to run. And now 4 wide. More blocking and shuffling around up front. Sterling Marlin. He knows how to get it done on these plate tracks. He won at Armory Digital. And we're wrecking finally. That's the 15 of Menard going around with. Oh, and a big hit from Wolf. Denny Hamlin upside down. Rolling down the banking. Val Wolf nowhere to go. Carl Edwards. Jimmy Johnson. David Ruderman. The 31 of Jeff Burton's involved in that. Cars are everywhere. Look at the damage on the 44 of Dale. What am I trying to say? Dale Jarrett. Back to the caution flag. It's Kurt Busch in the lead. And we made it quite a bit before the first wreck of the day broke out, but when it happened, it was big. Let's take a look at what just happened here. The 86 Val Wolf. She doesn't like how I pronounce her name in these videos, but I'm trying my best. See what happens. A little bit of 4 wide back here. And just kind of stacked up all on top of each other. 4 wide and a bad bump from Edwards to the back of Menard. Sends those guys around. Boyer nowhere to go. The 70 slides through the grass. Johnny Sauter's gonna get that inside wall, slide back across the racetrack and collect. Poor Montoya. Oh, Montoya, look out. Jimmy Johnson thought he had escaped, and that 70 almost turned over. Luckily didn't. Got hit in the undercarriage and set back on his wheels by the 31 of Burton. But you see the 11 of Hamlin rolling over the top of Menard. Hamlin keeps getting up on his roof this season. He got up there upside down at what's it called? In the Money Grand National Series. One of these races, a couple of these races this season. So definitely not been the best time for him. At Texas Worlds is one that sticks out. You see Sauter sliding around back up the track. Boom! Heavy impact into the wall as he came up the track, and from Jimmy Johnson as well. Val Wolf had nowhere to go, and look at a lot of these guys slamming on the brakes. They come inches away from just absolutely clobbering some of these guys that were stopped, but luckily they avoid. But a lot of good race cars torn up in this one. Gonna take a quick break, and we're back. Green flags back in the air here from Talladega. And sorry, I had to say it like that. We're racing yet again. Kurt Busch with a good jump out in front. He's gonna clear the 8 of Dale Jr. and the 66 blows up. Now, that's Jeff Green in the 66 car, a Haas car, and they're wrecking in front of him. Big crash here on the restart. Cars are everywhere. It's the big one, part 2, heading down the back straightaway here from Talladega. Cars are in the inside wall. Cars on the outside wall. Cars are everywhere. The track pretty much blocked, and the caution comes out yet again. Well, dang, they decided to take out just about everybody who wasn't taken out in that first one right there, didn't they? Right on the restart, not even up to speed yet, and more than half of the field is gone. Let's take a look at what just broke out here on the backstretch as Kurt Busch, yet again, led us to the caution flag. The 66 blows up. The 36 of Mayfield goes up, tries to block, and just not clear. Simple as that. Mayfield saw the run from Harvick, tried to get up in front of it, take the push. Harvick already being pushed from behind by the 88 of Ricky Rudd. Doesn't have the space to just lift there, and it's a really bad misjudgment there. or lapse in judgment, if you will, from the 36 of Mayfield. Gets turned around into the wall. Huge hit from Ricky Rudd. He gets up on his side. The 25 of Casey Mears got jacked up under somebody's hood there. I mean, there were cars everywhere. Cars on top of cars, as Larry McReynolds would say. Here it is, breaking out right there. David Reagan goes for a quick spin. I don't think he got... looks like that 6 car is clean. I don't think he got too much damage in that. Just a quick, innocent little spin. The 41 looks fine. Kyle Busch with minor damage. No, that's not minor. That's a good amount. Marlin and Yaley escape without too much damage. The 43 looks relatively clean. The 22 is clean. Some of these guys just went for simple, harmless spins and made it out alive. So we're going to try things again here from Talladega. Kurt Busch pits. So he's going to be mired back into traffic now. But here we go. Oh no, he's not back in traffic. He comes out right into the front of the pack, or front of the field. Well, and also, to be fair, there's not many cars left after the 2 massive wrecks that wiped out most of the field. Only 13 cars left in this race. So yeah, 2 huge wrecks cleaned everybody out. But we're back double file, getting ready to kick things off yet again here from Talladega Superspeedway. Green flag back in the air. Four wide for the lead as the pack kind of splits up a little bit. We've got our strong cars and we got our cars with issues back here. And poor Kurt Busch got stuck behind a couple of those cars with issues. A couple cars I thought had minor damage seem to have some sort of mechanical, maybe suspension damage, but nothing cosmetic. But looks like they're a little bit off the pace back here. Kurt Busch, however, did hang on to the draft just enough to reel these guys back in. He's back with the lead pack. He's got a huge run and doesn't know what to do with it. He's going to get up behind the 14 of Sterling Marlin here and just kind of shove him along. As everybody moves up to that high side, Dale Jr. trying to dive down low. He's going to get a draft off the 24 with that huge run that he has. Gordon was down on the bottom with no help. He's going to get a push from the 8 of Dale Jr. down the back straightaway here, or will he? Jr. takes it to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide down the back stretch. Can Jr. keep his nose inside heading into turn 3? No, he will not be able to, but he knows that the 24 car is going to dive back down there. He knows the 26 won't have any draft. So he's able to hold on to that position for now. Junior, I was kind of questioning what he was doing there at first, but it looks like it was all part of the plan. That's the 26 now hops back down in front, and everybody's just moving back up to the top. So I guess that plan failed for Dale Jr., but he is getting aggressive here. He wants to make a move to the front. Everybody riding the top, and they dive down low, entering the corner. Not sure if this is a way to be easy on the tires or what, but that's what these guys are doing. Everybody's up high, but Sterling Marlin moves low. Junior moves back up high. He's going to fall in line behind the rest of these guys here at the 2. Follows his teammate through. It's the Penske boys going to the front, but now Kurt Busch goes low, probably expecting Newman to go low. Newman stayed high, and well, there goes that falling apart. Less than 10 laps to go now from Talladega. Big move to the bottom from McMurray. And he's going to get into the back of Kurt Busch. Almost hooked that 2 car. They're going to save it. Really bad bump draft from McMurray there. And that just checked everybody up. The 22 of Dave Blaney. How about that for him? Underdog driver in this race. Looking for his first career win. Escaped all the carnage earlier on. Now finds himself in the top 10 with a chance to win this race. As everybody goes single file to the top yet again. The top 2 have kind of pulled away as Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon have stayed hooked up nose to tail, working with each other. But here comes Kurt Busch with a huge run. They're going to slowly move down the track and block that momentum. Now Kurt Busch hops along the train. He's going to dive to the inside of his teammate now. Said, what's teamwork? Never heard of that. The 12 pulls out of line, and he's going to drop to the back now. Comes Kurt Busch back to the inside. Only 2 cars on the high line. Jamie McMurray and Jeff Gordon got shuffled out. And now catching a lap car. That's Tony Stewart. 1 lap down. These guys are going to split them and try not to check up too bad. And they're able to get by without too much issue. Much of an issue off turn or in the tri-oval there. Hang on. A little bit of WWE is on right now. Watching Deadline. NXT Deadline. Trying to hear what Lexus King just said. 1 second. Oh. Okay, anyway, sorry. Back to the task at hand. The 2 continues to lead the 8. Dale Jr. right behind him. We're getting down to the end of this thing. Coming to 3 laps to go this time by. And now starting to see 2 lines form up. As the 8 of Jr. looks to the inside of that 2. Kurt Busch trying to control these lanes. He's trying to give both lanes the draft and keep these lanes just about even with each other so they can stall each other out. Now Junior moves up to the high side trying to carry that run off the corner, but it gets blocked by the 2 of Kurt Busch. And here comes the 12 of Newman with a run, but not that much help. Junior timed it perfect, dives down to the inside. Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking for the race lead here from Talladega. It's Junior. It's Busch. 1 and 2. But here comes Ryan Newman with a run. He's going to get to the back bumper of that 8 car. Will he push the 8 past his teammate? I highly doubt that. 2 laps to go from Talladega. And there he goes. Ryan Newman to the inside, leaving Junior out to dry. Trying to at least keep his nose in there so that Junior can't come down. The 2 of Kurt Busch will. Ryan Newman might be in the perfect spot as Kurt Busch comes down, gives the 12 car his draft off of turn 4, controlling all 3 lanes, keeping them 3 wide behind them, stalling those 3 lanes out. Jeff Gordon's going to have to fall back and fall in line. White flag one more time around here from Talladega. Here comes Ryan Newman with a push from the 18. He's got a huge run off turn number 2. Newman looks to the inside, decides against it. Now he looks to the inside again underneath his teammate. Ryan Newman looking to win a race for the first time in a while here in the MG Cup Series. Kurt Busch won, I believe, last season, this exact time last season at this track. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Ryan Newman is clear. Sterling Marlin has a run. Here comes the 26 of McMurray. It's all said and done. Ryan Newman wins from Talladega. And what a move Newman made there. Thought about sticking with his teammate and just riding it out to the finish. And getting an easy Penske 1-2, decided to wait and make a move on the final lap, and there he goes, and still getting the Penske 1-2. Kurt Busch hadn't been working well with him all race, so Newman figured, why not go for it myself, because he knows Kurt would have done the same in his shoes. But how about that for Jamie McMurray, nearly stealing a second place finish. He wasn't even in the fight for the win there. He's had a rough season so far, but trying to turn his luck around. Comes home P4, but really close to snagging a couple spots there at the end. And how about Sterling Marlin, P3? Pretty great run for him. The eighth place car, Dave Blaney, at 22. Pretty solid run for him there as well. That's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. Until then,